Well, I don't even know what to call this thing anymore. Happy men, no money, ladies and gentlemen.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
What up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Vader here, and we have some Star Wars Boba Fett news, or just Boba Fett news in general, not about the show. But it seems Disney is changing Slave 1 to just Boba Fett ship now, which is weird. Whatever. So we have here Yahoo News. Ooh. Disney drops Slave 1 name for Boba Fett ship, prompting outcry from Star Wars fans and actor. Eesh. Yeah, I just saw this. Like, I got on my phone and I was just like, what the heck? Really? So, let's read what it says here. For several years now, Disney and Lucasfilm have worked to evolve the Star Wars universe, diversifying the cast of the mostly recent cinematic trilogy and spin-offs like Rogue One and The Mandalorian, and adding prominent LGBTQ characters to comics and novels. The focus on what Disney CEO Bob Chapek calls universal values. Even the lead to the dismissal of Mandalorian cast member Gina Carano over a series of controversial tweets, including one suggested the backlash to contrarian political views as a tantamount to the ways Jews were targeted in Nazi Germany. Yeah, that's kind of not touching that one. Nonetheless, each attempt to bring inclusivity to Star Wars has been met with backlash from a small but vocal group of Star Wars fans, lamenting the saga's social justice warriors and woke approach to the latest endeavors. Now some Star Wars fans are mad again, this time at a Lego set. See, now the way they word this, they make it seem like, you know, it's just like some fans. It's like, no, like, we Star Wars fans are, you know, as a whole get like, you know, upset about things. It's not just a little small, you know, sect of people. As originally noted by fan site Jedi News, the Mandalorian themed toy line features beloved Star Wars bounty hunter Boba Fett's spaceship. However, its traditional moniker Slave 1 has been changed to Boba Fett's starship. Per the definitive Star Wars reference on Wikipedia, Fetts heavily modified fire spray 31 class patrol and attack craft, formerly belonging to his father Jango, were originally built as a police craft with cells to transport criminals. Fett revamped the holding area into prison cages. Coffin-like cabinets were less humane but better controlled his prisoners. Speaking to Jedi News, Lego designer Michael Lee Stockwell said Toymaker was no longer using the Slave 1 name, with fellow design Jens Kronov Fredrickson adding, "It's probably not something which has been announced publicly, but it's just something that Disney doesn't want to use anymore." Disney did not immediately respond to the news request for comments to whether the vessel's original name will be completely scrubbed from the galaxy far, far away. However, the Slave 1 name is still used on the official StarWars.com website. Okay, well, that's good. Continue reading. There's a picture of the actual Lego thing. News of the name change prompted the inevitable outcry on social media, this time spearheaded by Boba Fett himself. Mark Anthony Austin, who appeared as uncredited Fett in the 1997 update version of A New Hope, his only acting role according to IMDb until blah 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 blah. The late Jeremy Bullock, who famously embodied the character in 1980's Empire Strikes Back, and Tamora Morrison played Jango Fett in the prequels, and Boba Fett and The Mandalorian are better known for their time in blah 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 blah. My ship will forever be a slave one. Nothing, not even Disney can or will change that. This is the way, tweeted Austin, who works primarily as a visualization artist and whose last credit, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this wouldn't be the first time Lucasfilm has tweaked the space opera. In 2015, the company phased out the use of the term slave Leia and marketing. That's right, they did do that. I forgot about that. And marketing materials describing Carrie Fisher and her metallic bikini costume while captured with Jabba the Hutt. Despite the backlash from outer rim of the internet, the rest of the social media galaxy took the name change with stride. Yeah, but I can understand why they would do that, because I don't understand why they did that, for the fact that she technically in that movie was an actual slave for like 2 seconds to Jabba the Hutt. But this is just, I don't know, man. Okay, first off, this thing has been slave one for 40 years now, 40 plus years. It's not a person. It's not, a character. It's a ship. It's an iconic ship. Like, this, I can understand the Princess Leia thing. I understand that fully. Why, that name, things have to change with the times. Obviously with, the new current climate of things, like that obviously needed to change. This, however, didn't need to. This was just, I felt like this is another small casualty of, like, little things that don't need to be made into big things, is what I'll say. Yeah, but I totally forgot about the fact that they did phase out the slave Leia thing, and it's more now common to say as Hutt Slayer Leia. Even with the addition of Galaxy's Edge to Disneyland and Disney World, they kind of phased out the term younglings because of, obviously what happens with younglings in episode 3 and what Anakin kind of did with them. So they kind of really don't want to talk about that too much. And now Slave 1, which, like I said, I am on the side of, I understand where they're coming from, but just some things like that, which are so small, don't need to be made into big things that don't need to be, changed. Like I said, I'm fully, with the whole changing of Slave Leia to Hutt Slayer Leia for obvious reasons. She basically was a slave in that movie to Jabba the Hutt. They had chains on her and all that stuff. I understand that I would say, okay, yeah, whatever. Yes, change, Slave Leia to Hutt Slayer Leia. It's better fit. But Slave 1 is just an iconic ship. You wouldn't change the Millennium Falcon's name. You wouldn't change, like, other iconic ships from other, franchises. You wouldn't change the Enterprise, from Star Trek to something else. You just wouldn't do that. Unless it was, like, super overt, But like I said, this isn't a character. This is not a character. This is a vehicle. It's a ship. It's iconic. There didn't need to be a change there. But at the end of the day, it's Disney's narrative now. This isn't really George Lucas's Star Wars anymore. It's Disney's Star Wars. George has little inputs here and there, but it's interesting how they're, like, doing things. I'm of the opinion, I feel that, they own the franchise now. George still has ties and things to it, but leave everything that was set forth by him alone. Especially stuff that involves the original trilogy. Like, the memes for this are funny. Like, there's this meme I saw, earlier today. This other one with Padme. I thought you were a slave. I'm a ship and my name is Boba Fett ship. It's ridiculous. It is what it is. There's a lot of new people coming with the franchise. I'm all for inclusivity, obviously, for a lot of obvious reasons. Especially things that they did with the sequel trilogy and the Mandalorian and all the shows. I'm really happy about that. And I'm really happy about people, you know, trying to be more PC, trying to be more, you know, advocate for things. But not everything needs to be changed, advocated for. Honestly, like, just being 100% serious. Not everything needs to be changed and altered to fit a new narrative for whatever reason. I don't care what Disney or anybody says. This is always going to be Slave One. Like the Razor Crest in the Mandalorian was referred to as the Razor Crest. You know, you wouldn't call it like Din Djarin's ship or the Mandalorian ship. Like, it's marketed as the Razor Crest. Boba Fett's ship does not fit. Like, and the Book of Boba, which is coming out pretty soon, obviously this ship is going to be in there. And they're going to have to refer to it. They're not going to say, oh, Boba Fett's ship all the time. Or just, you know, have Boba refer to, oh, get in my ship. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. But my whole thing is just, you know, I just don't like when they mess with, like, when people mess with, like, things that have stuck for years and nobody's had a problem with, that, you know, don't really cause a ruckus. Princess Leia thing, I get it. The youngling thing, I kind of get it. It's a little stretch. Yeah. Slave One, leave it as Slave One. Anyway, guys, this has been my little semi-small rant about this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think you know, Disney's just in changing the name of the ship. Let me know if any of the other changes you guys thought were kind of really needed or necessary. Let me know in the thoughts and comments down below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you could be so kind as to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos, that would be great. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Take care. May the Force be with you. Bye.